Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Gerald, and don't we all have this problem when we join a new playing group or we play against new players? You know, when their smash is extremely hard, we just outrightly miss, or our shot is like a little bit floating and then we get net killed and destroyed in the front of the court. So today in this video, I'm joined with a couple of friends from the national team. You guys wave. And basically what we'll be talking about is how do you actually defend a smash. So we're going to be covering things such as the footwork for the forehand side, the backhand side, as well as the swinging technique, you know, how do you defend properly. And last but not least, for the more advanced player, we're going to teach you how to even counter-attack a smashing shot. So let's begin. Alright, so for the demonstration, we have Jinsuke who will be demonstrating. So this is how the movement will look like as a whole. So what I want you to do is to notice how relaxed and balanced he is when he's doing the footwork. The goal of learning the footwork is so that we can travel very quickly to the shuttle and back to the middle. And a lot of people forget that it is equally important to travel back to the center of the court. The second goal is so that we can be energy efficient and last or survive long rallies. So now let's break it down into three phases, and I'm going to start with the forehand side first. Subsequently, I'm going to move over to the backhand side. So phase one is the preparation phase. So the first thing you got to do is to do the split step, which allows you to time your footwork with your opponent's shot. This allows you to kind of be more agile and lighter on the court, to react faster and move faster. It's been scientifically proven. If you want, I made a video talking about the split step in a little bit more details. So here's roughly how it looks like. So phase number two is the execution or the acceleration phase. So what you have to do in this phase is to do the side step followed by a lunge to the side. So for those of you who are taller or a lot stronger, what you can do is to skip out on the side step and immediately do a lunge to the side. So what's really important to note in this is that your toe must point towards the direction you're going toward. So in this case, Jinsuke went towards our right and he pointed his toes to the right. So this is really important because number one, it gives you more range because you can reach a lot further. And secondly, which is the more important reason, it prevents injuries. Because if you don't point to the side, you point forward towards the net, right? You put a lot of stress on your joint or your ankle. Finally, we move on to phase number three, which is the recovery phase. So for this, all you have to do is really to use your master foot and push yourself back into the middle and prepare for the next shot, prepare for the next preparation phase. So what's important is that when defending, it's almost always imperative that you move back to the middle quickly. Because whenever your opponents smash, right, it's like they want to attack. So when they attack, I guarantee you their follow-up will likely be very fast and aggressive. So you want to get back quickly and prepare for the next shot quickly because you don't have the luxury of time. So here's a pro tip. When doing the recovery, right, you want to make sure that you do not overrun when you do the side step, because if you take an extra step towards the right, that means that you need an extra step to recover back to the middle. That means it's going to be a lot slower and it's going to be a lot more tiring. So that's a pro tip for you. So now that we've covered the footwork, let's talk about the contact point. So for the contact point, ideally, you want to take the shuttle slightly in front of you. Why I say ideally, because it's not always feasible, especially when your opponent is really strong. Two reasons why you want to take the shuttle in front of you. The first is that the quicker you can take the shuttle, the faster your return will be, and it's going to be really taxing for your opponent to follow up or kill the next shuttle. Secondly, by taking it in front, it makes it a lot easier to add variations to your shot. Like for example, you want to do a cross defend, you want to drive straight, you want to drive cross. Taking it in front makes it a lot easier. So if you want to do a cross defend shot, what you want to do is to stretch a little further out and swing it diagonally. So basically, if I can put it in like a layman term, it's like you swing outside from the court inwards. So this is how it looks like, roughly. So that's why I said it is a lot easier to try to take the shuttle in front of you. However, I understand that it's not always easy to take the shuttle in front, especially when the opponent is really strong. But the idea is that we want to try our best to take it in front and really strive for that speed to get better to take in front so that we have more variation and options as a player. So apart from having good contact point and good footwork, what's also really important is the swing. So when it comes to the swing, right, what you want to do is to gently use your wrist to swing or push the shuttle towards the white tape and follow through with your arm. So for this, it's really important that it's a small and gentle swing, because firstly, when people smash really hard, you don't have the time to do a big swing. Secondly, when the smash is really hard, you can deflect the speed of the shuttle and basically borrow the strength and return the shuttle. So you don't need a lot of strength. So in this demonstration, Jinsuke's swing was a little bit wide, but that's because we threw the shuttle very slowly. So the actual game, the swing is going to be quite a little bit smaller. So as always, this takes a lot of practice to get the angle and the swing correct. But I believe that with practice, anyone can achieve this. So now let's move over to the backhand corner. So for the backhand corner, the same tips apply, but there are slight differences. So basically when you lunge, right, you actually cross over and lunge with your master leg. And this gives you a little bit more reach. So you don't use your non-master foot. So for players that are not very strong or you're new to this footwork, you may have to add in an additional side step first before you do the crossover to reach the end of the court. So once you get stronger, you can follow this footwork, and if you get even better, like you become really strong, you can add an even more advanced variation in which you lunge with your non-master leg. So basically, why this is a much more advanced variation, right? It's because it requires you to be able to at least reach the corner of the court with your non-master foot. That's right, it requires a lot of strength to do that. And why you need to be able to reach the corner is because you really can't tell how wide your opponent may smash. So that means that this footwork, if you adopt it, you must make sure you can cover all ground. So when it comes to the contact point and swing for the backhand, it's very similar to the forehand, except you're using a backhand grip and a backhand swing. So once you've nailed down the basics, right, you can start to practice the drive shot. So the drive shot is essentially a flat and offensive shot that can be done when the opponent is smashing, and it is used to counter your opponent's smash. And the beauty of this is that the harder the opponent smash, the deadlier the counter attack becomes, if you can do it correctly, that is. And when you do it correctly, it will scare the opponent from smashing as often, which makes it a lot less stressful for you when you're defending. So I made an in-depth tutorial on how you can learn the drive shot properly, so feel free to check it out over in the top right hand corner of this video. So a good drill to practice this driving technique is the 1 versus 1 smash and drive drill as shown by Jinsuke over here. So if you have enjoyed this video so far, do us a favor and hit the like button. This video wouldn't have been possible without the help of Wesley, Jinsuke and Donovan.
You jump a bit high. Okay, one more time.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. So we took a lot of effort to make that. If you want to watch, we made another video on 5 amazing defending trick shots, and you can watch it over here, or check out what YouTube recommends you over here. And I'll see you next time. Take care everyone.